toy exhibit. Come on with me and let's go check it out.
Sure. I'm Jay Garcia, owner of Mana Studios.
So what is Mana Studio?
It's a 3D art house. We do prototyping and production in resin for the toy, mass market toy and collectible toy work.
How did you get started making your sculptures and 3D work?
I apprenticed with a guy about 11 years ago. It was a 3-year apprenticeship in toy sculpture back when we did everything in wax and clay. And since then everything's gone to digital. You can see the digital images here. Everything we sculpt now is generally done on the computer, and we use rapid prototyping techniques to make it physical models.
So, is this your first year at the event? Oh, it is?
Yes.
So what did you bring with you for this event?
Well, I brought my lovely wife, for one.
Ooh, say hi to the camera. Hello. Is she a sculptor too, or artist?
No. But she handles the business and makes it possible for me to do this, because without her it would be impossible.
So you guys are a great team.
We are a team.
So what did you bring for this event this year to showcase your work that's like your exclusive for the toy? Oh.
This is the Indigo Phase Scale. It's actually property of Circus Posterist, which is Fran Peters and Kathy Olivas. We do all of their resin production, and they were kind enough to let us do a limited run of 10 of these guys for DesignCon. So this is a DesignCon exclusive right here, and this is called the Indigo Phase Scale.
So if you don't sell all of them today, can somebody order them from your site?
Yes.
And what would your site be?
www.manastudios.biz.
I noticed these little skull, Hansel, and Gretel things. What are these?
Well, these are one of a kind. They're actually done for an art show right here on Stoberfest 2011. It's a great art show, and the flyer was designed by Amanda Dempsey, who is in the green sweater down there.
Oh, you guys all know each other.
Yeah. And she did the artwork, and we actually created a 3D sculpture, had it printed using rapid prototype techniques, and painted this as a one-of-a-kind piece of art for the show. So we just brought it along just to show.
Oh, it's not for sale.
It actually is for sale.
Oh, it is for sale.
Yeah.
So someone could go to www.manastudios.biz to purchase it.
Absolutely.
Now, do you guys do things for individuals, or do you just do for companies?
Most of our work is for, like I said, mass market toys, the bigger toy companies. However, more and more we're doing production for collectible toy guys, so the smaller toy guys as well. Not so much individuals, but boutique toy companies come to us for production like this here. This is Dizzy.
Loaded. And who is Dizzy?
Dizzy is a little gremlin who was, we did him in collaboration with The Piz, who's a local artist, and we're just doing a run of 50 of these guys. It's the classical paint scheme, and that's kind of what we do. We just do low-run resin production.
Now, when you say resin selection, does that mean somebody buys these and then they paint them?
That's one way we do it. Yeah, we do sell them as do-it-yourself paintable models, but we also sell them with the paint on. That is the Shaolin Bang, and that's actually produced by a company called Hyperactive Marketing. They're around the corner, actually.
Did you say
cartoon? It's actually this guy right here.
Shaolin. Oh, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah. It's actually a full cast piggy bank. It's got a stopper and everything. And there's only 5 chrome ones that'll ever be done. That's for the show as well. It's for the show.
Oh wow, so there's only 5.
Only 5, yeah.
But if someone wants to get it after the show,
www.manastudios.biz.
www.manastudios.biz. Okay, ready.
Hello, my name is Sergey Stepanov. I'm here for the first time, and I flew all the way from the Moscow region.
How did you start making your little figurines?
Started collecting, and then I'm trying to put my own designs into the characters. And little by little, I started doing them by myself.
So how long have you been doing it?
I'm doing them for 5 years, so here's the first one, this fella.
And who is that?
Here's the first one that was produced in 2006.
Uh-huh.
And that's it.
What's his name?
Guma.
Guma. Hi, Scott. Thank you for speaking with me. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I'm a sculptor, and these pieces are cast in resin.
So this is your first year at DesignCon?
Yes, this is my first year. I've previously done some San Diego Comic-Con.
And could you tell me a little bit about your toys? Like the one you're holding, is that a panda bear?
This is Luke Chu's The Nest. I've sculpted some.
Put it up closer to your face. Oh, there you go.
The skeleton inside is based on a cave bear. I think on all of these I tried to honor the original sculpt by leaving it the same, and then I just put my own take on the inside.
So how did you start making these toys? Are they from your ancestry, or are you really into folklore?
Oh, I do like all that, for sure. Starting off, the very first one I did was the Yoka bear, and that was also a cave bear. What I thought was interesting was these cave bear skeletons were found, and it's kind of like man's first thing of worship. So a lot of the toys are quite worshipped too, so I thought they kind of matched well to the totem to worship.
And now, where would you go if you wanted to see this exhibit and you weren't able to attend DesignCon?
The Skin Deep show is going to be traveling to Lulu Bell Toy Bodega in Arizona, and then followed by Streaming Sky Gallery in Portland, Oregon. You can find out all the information on skindeepartshow.com.
Never seen anything like this, Spencer. How did you start doing booty babe art?
Well, it's kind of a long story, but basically, having grown up in rural Oregon on a farm of 24 acres, I never was exposed to women like this. So it wasn't until much later in life, around the age of 25, that I discovered that I am into curvy women. And so, combining that with my interest in collecting toys and sculpting and actually working in the toy industry, I came up with these, and I've been doing it ever since.
So how did you start making toys? Did you apprentice, or did you go to school?
Yes, I majored in industrial design at the University of Washington, and actually had the good fortune of being an intern at SL Toys, and had a 10-year career there until I started making enough from this business that I do this now full-time.
So how long have you been making the toys?
About 12 years now. I've been making Booty Babe statues and toys.
So I noticed that you have a huge variety of dolls. Which one is your favorite at the show this year?
Well, I guess there's a special place in my heart for chocolate here. It's sort of become an icon. I was influenced by the Pam Grier movies. Let me see, I guess this one right here, this one I'm calling Junkyard Trooper, that's sort of the DesignerCon exclusive this year.
Oh, wow.
And I started with this figure right here, which is Desert Rose. Used this as a chassis, and I exchanged the head and found this nice oxidized rust color patina, so that makes for an interesting variation.
So if someone is unable to come to DesignCon and they would like to purchase one of the Booty Babe art, where would they go?
Well, please visit my website, which is bootybabeart.com, and virtually all of these limited edition statues can be purchased there, as well as a few of my vinyl figures that I have produced, and I also have a custom section with figures that have been modified and customized, and for a little bit more you can get one of a kind.
Oh, so you can order them exactly the way you would like?
Technically, yes. Yeah, the prices range greatly depending on whether it's just a paint job that you want customized or actually original sculpting, but that's true.
Now, is this the first year at DesignCon, or have you attended previous years?
I have had a booth at Comic-Con in past. I've done DesignCon. This is my second time, I think, second or third DesignCon, and it's always a good convention for us.
So who do you find seems to be the audience for your art?
Really, surprisingly, it ranges all over the place. The demographic is, you know, white, Latin, Asian, black, yeah, you name it, and all ages, and both women and men. I find that a lot of women contact me and they thank me because there's finally a goal that represents them. They find it very validating, and I think that's the best compliment, frankly.
And I noticed you're married. So is your wife a doll? A booty babe?
My wife is a booty babe, yes.
So how are you inspired by these toys? Are they drawn, or how do you do it?
Well, oftentimes I'm inspired by either a photograph of an actual woman or an illustration, and that's where I get the basic inspiration for the pose. And from there, then I really draw from all different sources of inspiration and reference. You know, if it's something like hands or feet, I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. So I may even ask my wife to model certain parts, or but it's like really a combination of really the best parts. It's like a fantasy woman where I think, oh, she's got the best legs, or this woman has the best smile.
Thank you so much for talking with me.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So I am here talking with Jack of Jackorama at DesignCon in Pasadena, California, 2011. So tell me about your mugshot artwork.
Mugshots, celebrity mugshots. Charlie Sheen, Andre the Giant, Mel Gibson, Frank Sinatra. Celebrities get arrested, I make art out of them.
So tell me about how you got influenced into doing the mugshot art.
I just want, you know, I've been to DesignCon. This is my 4th year now, and I just see that everybody has original ideas. There's things that you don't really, you know, notice in your everyday life, and people make art out of anything. Mugshots are a thing that gets passed around all the time. You know, funny jokes and things like that. And I love celebrities, and just I like that I like the fact that we worship celebrities like God, but as soon as they get arrested, we laugh at them like jesters. And I like that they become human more, because hey, we all can get arrested. Anybody can get in trouble. So they kind of become more like regular people when they get arrested. And so why not make art out of it? That's pretty much it.
So tell me what else. What is this Dirty Kiss up here?
Dirty Kiss is Planet of the Apes, the original 1968 Charlton Heston. And that's pretty much it. It's the time that Zira and Bright Eyes, as his character, kiss for the first time. There's also the Hannibal Lecter.
Now, are these things that you've drawn yourself?
Yeah, so I basically it's ink and marker. Here, you want me to get that one?
Yeah. Okay.
It's ink and marker and watercolor, basically just a mixed media of things.
So what is your background as an artist?
Well, I grew up being an artist, just basically drawing, sculpting, making 3D art. I mostly do dioramas, which I have on my website, jackorama.com. You can check out movie dioramas on there. And next year's DesignCon, I'm going to have more dioramas. But I went to art school in Florida, and I've just always been interested. It's a passion. I like it. That's pretty much it.
Is this one of your dioramas?
This is one of the dioramas. This is called the Fett Escape instead of the Great Escape. So basically, in Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett, his jetpack breaks, and he falls into the Sarlacc pit, and that's the end of the story. A writer made a book, and I don't know what it's called, and I should know, but it's about how Boba Fett escaped from there and continued his journey of being a bounty hunter. So I decided to think about that and go, okay, he escaped from there, but then how did he leave? Because he didn't have a ship. So in this one, it's basically like just making fun of the situation, because he leaves, his jetpack's still burnt and broken, and now he's waiting at the bus stop waiting for the bus. So it's just, that's the whole joke. pretty much. It's a lot of nerdy geekisms in there to know.
It's a very good joke.
Yeah, it's a very good joke, yeah.
And what about these other sculptures you have?
This is Miyagi Idol. It's Mr. Miyagi, of course, Karate Kid. Slug Baby, that's it. It's just Slug Baby. And this is a series that I'm going to be working on. It's called Eggies. And each one, it's basically just a hatchling coming out of an egg. I only have 2 right now. I'm going to be working on some more, but that's it. I also had another one called Darth Velma, and that one just sold. So I can't show you that one because it's not here.
Now,
Ready?
Yes.
I'm Tony Sullivan, and these are my daughters. They're also my artist helpers, Sherry and Sullivan. I'm Danielle Sullivan, and this is Little Wicked.
So what is that exactly? It looks like there's a bunch of toys that are tombstones.
Yes. The Little Wicked.
Corpses.
Little Wickeds are characters that are your negative emotions, the worst of your emotions. Like you have your fears, and you have misery, and you have your anger, which is rancid, and you have madness, and you have phobia, who is very jealous, or dementia, and you have angst, he's angsty. He's up there by himself. And then mischief and mayhem. And then this little creature here is 13, and she is Phobia's pet.
Oh, Phobia has a pet, which is a spider. Shocking.
Just like Zoe's pet. Stitches.
Oh, that's cute.
And Zoe.
Zoe. Are they little zombies or are they?
are.
Oh, okay.
They're little zombies. There.
So how did you guys start doing the toys?
We started by this one, madness, mayhem, and mischief came to my head as just these little crazy little characters. And we sat down one day and we started sketching them and doodling them, and they finally came out exactly like we wanted them. And after that, the rest just started following suit. They dug them out of my head, these two, and we just kept making them, and they came out. And they became the opposite of the Care Bears. Whereas the Care Bears are cheerful and happy, these are actually the more dreadful emotions that all people have. But if you control them, which is what they do, they want you to control them and keep them and calm yourself with them, you'll realize that it's okay to have these emotions, because it's what you do with that emotion and how you control it, it makes you a better person later on.
So is this your first year at DesignCon?
This is our first year at DesignCon. This is our first year at any Comic Con. We're excited to be any.
Oh, so you're new business women owners. Congratulations. So do you have a website for people who are unable to attend the convention today to purchase the toys?
Yes, it's LIL, Wicked, WICKIDZ.com.
And do you sell them at stores as well, or do you just sell them online?
Not yet. They're online right now. We're starting with Zoe and distributors, and all of their accessories, bracelets, t-shirts, baby onesies, and then the people were having them vote on which one of the next they want released, because we're small and they're expensive to create, so we're going to put them out 2 at a time.
Great business plan, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of the little toys or darlings. Thank you for speaking with me.
Oh, thank you. My name is Tina Rhoda. I am the designer and creator behind Type and I started making these when I was a stay-at-home mom and I didn't have anything to do late at night, and I would get crazy. So I started making trays all on accident, and now it's grown to dolls and unicorns and all kinds of stuff.
So did you play with rag dolls when you were growing up?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you're a rag doll girl? So how did you make the patterns? How do you come up with the design?
I start just by cutting the pieces out and sewing them together, and if it doesn't work, I refine it and refine it and refine it. So everything is designed organically, not computer or anything like that.
And you make everything yourself handmade? So
this one is a replica of one that I made just like it last week, and then it sold, and I was really sad, so I had to make another one. And this one is actually sold too, so I only have enough fabric to make maybe one more. I'm going to make myself one, and then I'm going to
oh wow, so these are collectible.
yeah, this is number
Wow, this is so much
Yeah,
fun.
they're numbered. They're each numbered.
Now, do you name the dolls and the toys?
They're all, the dolls are called the Hazel dolls. They're named after my daughter, who's 6.5. They all look different, but the idea is that this is High Tree Forest, and there's like the keeper of High Tree Forest. Her name is Hazel. Maybe these are all her alter egos.
These are really fun. So if someone wanted to order one of these, can they buy them at a store, or do they have to order them from your website?
The best way to do that is to order them from my website. You can go to hightree.com, or you can find me on Etsy. I'm Hightree, HITRP.com, or .etsy.com.
Thank you so much for speaking with me.
Hi, I'm Cassandra Velasco with Double Parlor. My husband and I make these sculptures here. They're all hand-sculpted resin sculptures that we then paint and varnish. These are all characters from our imagination. They kind of have a little story of their own. We've been making these sculptures for about 4 years now. We're down here visiting DesignCon from San Francisco today.
Is this your first time at DesignCon?
It is, yes.
Yeah, well, I've given it now.
So do you sell these online or at stores in San Francisco?
We do. We have some gallery shows up in San Francisco and Oakland, and then we also sell online on we have an Etsy shop online.
What's the name of your shop online?
It's doubleparlor.etsy.com.
So could you tell me a little bit about these little black ones with the faces, the double faces and everything? They're really neat.
Yeah, so those are just little creatures where instead of having the face where you normally would have up there, they're kind of like little seeds where we put the face almost like the face was swallowed inside, and then we gave them these really long legs. And it just reminded my husband and I of Daddy Longlegs, which we have a bunch running around our house every so often. And so we were kind of doing research on Daddy Longlegs, and we found that they used to be called harvest men, which we thought was kind of an interesting name and kind of fit with the sculpture. It's almost like it's harvesting. We think of like insects or something going after all these crops, and it's almost like this creature kind of digested, and then the face is like part of it now. So we went with that title.
These are really neat.
Thank you so much.
And I can't wait to go to doubleparlor.com, Etsy.com to see them and see about going to one of their art shows in Oakland. Thank you for speaking with me.
Thank you so much.
Afro-Puff.
Yes.
And what's your name?
Ada Glenn. And I'm a partner and designer and artist. Self-employed artist.
So when did you start doing Afro-Puff?
Well, it sprang out of my experience as a street artist, and that goes back to about 92. And then after I became a mom, I had to figure out a way to support me and my kids, and it worked. And so my God-given talent was always art and drawing, and I just kept it going.
So what all does Afro-Puff entail? It looks like it's all these like fun toys and postcards. You even have earrings.
Well, I had an apprenticeship as a silversmith. I interned at Day Advertising. I did packaging and game design at Mattel. And I worked in Motown, designed swords for Saban, Power Rangers, and lots of little companies and stuff like that. So that's where all the experience comes from. And this is my 10-year anniversary of just doing my own thing.
So what is the quintessential Afro-Puff toy?
Pickaninny. And I love, the pickaninny to me, even though it's a very controversial figure, for me it represents my inner black girl. And I like the funkiness of the pickaninny, and I've always loved it as a child. And so that was kind of like my centerpiece philosophy.
Now, do you have a little pickaninny here today that you could show me?
Yes, I have. I'm creating a clone army of pickaninnies, and this is skateboard. It's a
skateboard.
So that's that. It's a toy. I can put it down so you can take a picture of it.
Oh no, I'll take a picture later.
Okay. I'm very clumsy. And so,
oh wow. A boy and girl picnic.
Yes. And also have a watermelon skateboard, and I also love watermelon. I have 4 kids, and watermelon really helped me through pregnancy. And so I know that's still a double thing for African Americans, but I personally love it. And so I explored in all those things that, well, I guess it changed. Let me backtrack. When I was at Shy Day, they had a library, and I stumbled upon this book, History of Blacks in Advertising, and it just totally blew my mind. And when I saw the history, how blacks were portrayed in advertising, and so a lot of that I just spoofed upon that and play upon those different themes, but give it a more contemporary angle and context.
So if someone is interested in purchasing Afro Puff products, do you sell them at stores or online?
I sell all the above. I have my own studio on Pico and Dunsmuir, and I have a website, and it's wonderful amount of traffic, and so I sell a lot from my website, and sometimes I sell to other stores when I feel like it. But primarily through the internet. I get most of my requests through email, most of my work through email and internet, so I'm an internet entrepreneur.
Thank you so much for speaking with me, and I love the image and taking control of the pickaninny.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for planning and taking care of DesignCon 2011.
Thank you for coming.
And could you tell me a little bit about yourself and how you started DesignCon?
Sure. My name is Ben, and I am one of the event coordinators. I work with Aileen. We're the duo that puts all this together. DesignCon was actually started 6 years ago. It was actually originally called Vinyl Toy Network, and it started in Pasadena Convention Center in a 1,100 square foot room. The show was called Vinyl Toy Network, and we concentrated strictly on vinyl toys and the art that they inspire, or the artwork that inspires actually vinyl toys, so vice versa, it works both ways. And at the 3-year marker of that show, we saw that we had grown so quickly, so large, and we had gotten every single major player in the vinyl toy industry, and we're like, we have reached our peak after 3 years. And we also realized that there were vendors that wanted to be part of our show, but they didn't have vinyl toys. They had plush toys, or they had resin toys, or they had apparel, or they had prints, or they were doing something different with the art, just not vinyl toys. So we came up with the idea to rename the show DesignerCon, and after that the show had just exploded. And over the past 3 years, it's grown from a small, 10,000 square foot to a 15,000 square foot to a 25,000 square foot hall. And we have some of the biggest names in our industry now, from vinyl toy manufacturers to retailers to apparel people to print people to designers to illustrators. I mean, everybody that's in that design world, we have our show. And it's only growing every year.
So do you have some sort of background yourself in toys or vinyl toys or modeling?
I actually started in the industry as a retailer, and I was a collector first, and I enjoyed the toys so much that I was like, I want to get really involved. I want to sell these things. I want to meet the people that are involved in making them. So I became a retailer, and over time I decided, I know so many artists now, and I know so many people in the industry that I can actually now start making toys. And my other company, 3D Retro, we not only retail toys, but we now make designer toys with some of the artists in the industry.
So what is the toy that you're looking forward to selling this year for holiday season 2011?
Oh my, there's just so many. Well, me being biased, of course, I would say the new 3D Retro toys that are coming out. We have Brandy Milne's Bunny Ride Go. We have Nathan Hamill's very popular Bellicose Bunny, and we have Jim Afu's Beat Me, and you know, a couple of other toys. So yeah, I mean, there's so many out there. It's ridiculous. You know, from Dunnies to other little DIYs. It's great.
So if someone wanted to buy your little bunny toys, how would they get them?
They can just go to 3dretro.com and buy it there.
And can you tell me a little bit about these posters? Did you design these posters for DesignCon 2011 this year?
These are actually designed by an artist, Brandon Ragnar, who is actually a vendor at the booth. He's always helped us in the years past, and this year he designed 5 different posters for the event. These are just 2 of the different designs. He's selling all 5 of them at his booth, and they're very popular.
Wow, that was a great exhibit. DesignCon 2011 was super fun. I had a couple that I was just totally in love with. The Star Wars diorama, the Pickaninny exhibit, and of course the big movie chick with the big black dolls and all their plush size glory was of course my #1 favorite. I hope everybody enjoyed the DesignCon 2011. Looking forward to Design